This may be the only FBA video you actually ever need to watch. I'm going to give you 5 things that you must know that many people aren't even telling you about before starting your FBA business that you need to look at. These are metrics, these are important things you must know that will make or break your freaking business. So please stick around for this video. I promise you, you will thank me after. Let's get right into it. So, number 1, Product Opportunity Explorer. Here you can really find what your actual market's conversion rate is and knowing like how often somebody's going to convert for your market. So if I typed in candle wax, I was actually thinking about doing this market at some point. And great opportunity for branding I saw. But essentially, when you go in the depths of Product Opportunity Explorer, when you go into search terms, you're able to see the search conversion rate for the market and how often people are converting. So there's markets on Amazon where people either scroll or they do impulse buying, or they really have a strong conversion rate of buying. But for candle wax, you can see people are just kind of scrolling and not really picking what they want. And this is not really a market you want to get into based on there being a 2% search conversion rate over the last 360 days. That tells you people are more looking and not buying, which will kind of drive your ads just to go crazy and spend and make you wonder why are you spending so much on your ads and not converting well. You want to find something, in my eyes, above 7% so you can create something that's better, a better brand, have the best branding in the market to get to 10 to 15% around there. So be wary of your search conversion rate is number 1. Number 2, I'm going to give you this straight up. This is one of the most important metrics you need to know. Suggested PPC bid. So if you're spending $3 a click, this is skincare for an example. I typed in on Magnet. This is where you just look up search terms to see their search volume and information about the search term in general. So I typed in skincare and it's gonna give me a variety of different search terms, but one metric you really wanna look into is suggested PPC bid. So when you're running PPC to get ranked, there's a certain bid that you need to be at the top of the page on Amazon. And if the suggested bid is $3, and let's say your profit per sale is $15, but your conversion rate's only 8%, you're going to be technically losing money per sale because it's going to take you, let's say, $20 to get an order because the cost per click is $3, right? So if that makes sense, comment down below, but I can always explain it again. But essentially, you want a cost per click that's at least under $1.20 or $1, because if you have, let's say, a 10% conversion rate and you only have $1 to spend, or $1 per click, let's say you make $15 an order, can spend $10 because you have a 10% conversion rate. Every $10 you'll be getting an order, so that $15 profit, you will be making $5 in profit off your PPC orders. So essentially, be very wary of what your suggested PPC bid is, because this will make or break your business. It is so important. Nobody teaches you this. So be very careful. Obviously, skincare is going to have higher PPC bids or suggested PPC bids, but just thought I would show you that. Number 3, this is so crucial. Don't launch a product, launch a brand, right? So essentially, don't launch a product and do what everybody else is doing. Create your own story that separates you from the others. Have your own customized package that has amazing character, amazing logo. Everything has to be on par. Make a brand that literally sticks out into the whole market to make your click-through rate the highest, your conversion rate the best. Everything impacts that. So don't launch a product. Obviously, a product is what you want to launch, but make sure your product is like a brand and you have the best branding in the market. Number 4, you want to make sure the market you're going into actually has significant revenue and it's not just one seller dominating the majority of the revenue. So if I search highest to lowest, you can see this market has really consistent revenue all the way down, but one red flag is definitely somebody has a majority of the revenue. I always like to see a long consistent split across the board. So don't go into a market where one person has 70% of the revenue in the market. Look for a wide spread so you can get a solid piece of the pie. That was number 4. Very crucial. A lot of people just go into markets where there's one seller dominating the majority of it. All right, number 5, don't go into a market where the customer is just looking to buy the cheapest possible item. I see it all the time. People go into markets where literally it's just the cheapest item is getting the most orders. Go into a market, and I tell you this in all my previous videos, where the customer is an enthusiast customer. They're willing to spend more. It's a hobby, it's an issue that you're solving. That is probably the fifth and final and most important one, is make sure the customer is willing to spend more, because that leads to, one, your branding being able to stick out, having the best branding in the market so they can spend more, and having the whole purpose of your branding work. Um, and two, it never will become a price war with you. You can always have your own price and be your own separate entity, and never have people chipping you away on price. You're your own separate entity. That's why an enthusiast customer is what you want to look for. Somebody who is willing to spend more, whether it's a hobby or a problem you are solving. So those are my 5 tips. If you like today's video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm a brand new YouTuber just trying to help the future entrepreneurs in our world. I'm a current Amazon FBA seller. I've been doing this for 5 years now. Only here to help and give back to the community. So please, if you can, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. I really appreciate you. Hopefully you guys like this video. Take care. Have a great day and weekend.